is day 2 of Hot Rod Magazine's Drag Week. We are running Jenny the boat. Now, if you're not familiar with Drag Week, basically what it is you take your street legal drag car. Your drag car has to survive an entire week and a new drag strip every day, and you have to drive to each drag strip. And there's hundreds of miles in between, so you have to be able to keep it alive with everything you brought with you. So that is why you're seeing drag cars with small trailers and spare tires and all that stuff all on top of them. Brandon, for his tool trailer, has gutted a jet ski. It is now full of spare parts, and that is going to be our ability to service Jenny. Jenny is actually a BMW under there. Here is still the original straight 6 with a 32 millimeter turbo added to it. Day 1 was a little rough. We broke an output shaft on a diff. Did not run a very fast time as a result. So hopefully today goes a little bit smoother for us. Now, if you're curious how we actually changed the tires on Jenny, Brandon has also set up a trailer jack upside down that you just crank it up. It actually lifts the boat hull off. On the drive here, we noticed a clunking in the suspension every time we hit the brakes. Turns out the control arm was missing a bolt and the other one was loosening up. We're gonna fix that this morning with some hardware that we got from Lowe's. How's it look under there, Brandon?
Just trying to clean up the threads. Was in. I just want to make sure the threads are good because they're going in a little hard.
So other than what you would typically expect to see here for drag cars and stuff like that, we have a NASCAR, we have a milk truck, and we have us in a boat. And the cars have to be street legal, so this has to have had headlights, windshield wipers, mirrors, turn signals, brake lights, all that has to be added to these to make it so it can be street legal. We got the milk truck rolling in. If you didn't see the video from yesterday, this thing actually launches hard. I love that it's got wood flooring. We're gonna see if we can catch some of the faster cars run this morning. They usually run them first.
He is currently leading street race small block power outer having run at 8:05 yesterday. He is trying to run at 8:50. The top end of a keg of the wall down there by Mall. He got the rear quarter panel into it down there by the finish line.
Unfortunately, the track looks like it's a little slippery this morning. He seems like he's okay because he drove it off the track. I think unfortunately it had original paint, original panels, and he put the quarter panel into the wall. They're gonna re-prep the surface to hopefully make it a little less slippery. Hot Rod Drag Week does a different route every year. This track has been visited the most by them so far. This will be the 8th time that Hot Rod Magazine's brought Drag Week to this track. This is one of the cars we passed by on the road earlier.
Guys are watching down there, especially
One thing kind of crazy about this stuff is in the class that car is in, he's not supposed to run faster than an 850, but hundredths of a second where they're fine-tuning the car for it to be as close to 850 as they can get without going under to try to win the class. But in the A class or the unlimited class, they're running as fast as they could possibly go. They're trying to set records, lowest time possible. pretty wild looking Corvette, if you can still call it that. This wagon's another one of my favorites here. Big Pro Charger on the front. Headers coming out the side straight up. Very cool. One of the things I was talking about yesterday on the road, what they're doing for the big tire cars is they're swapping to an all-terrain because it's one of the only tires that are still big enough to fit these cars that are, you know, streetable, just to get to the next drag strip, and then they'll swap back over to the drag tire. And you'll see that a lot in the A-Class cars, which are the fastest cars here. Then we have Leroy the mechanic here. This is his own creation, and I believe it's the first time they've had a center drive drag car here.
These are two class combatants going to run off each other side by side here. Finnegan, and the only guy that's within spitting distance of him on the racetrack now. 70. And far be it from me to spill the tea a little bit around here, but Wayne Baker is not a big fan of the new front suspension Mike Finnegan has on the front of this car.
You don't say.
In fact, Baker had raised the issue of protesting Finnegan's car being illegal for the class. So these two guys are running for the same trophy, and they're also now on the same racetrack simultaneously. It's a good little moment here. For Finnegan, he has updated this car with an independent front suspension. He got rid of the B-Max. Wayne Baker, meanwhile, is roaring down the summit side to go 879 at 154 miles an hour.
So Finnegan had ditched the solid axle on his car and did a custom fabricated independent front suspension. Usually these cars have a solid front axle. All right, we're up soon. Here comes the milk truck. The milk truck has problems. Oh no. Unfortunately, this means two things. The milk truck has a problem, and we may have to re-prep at least up to this part of the track. So it appears that it's not leaking. They're going to use the ATV to push it. So they shouldn't have to re-prep the track. Hopefully it's not broken to the point where you can't continue to run the rest of the event. Fingers crossed for them. Hopefully they can fix it. Next up, believe it or not, we have a NASCAR. I've never seen a NASCAR run down a drag strip, so this could be pretty cool.
Andy Savakina is coming up right now. SRT-10 Ram.
Andy is one of the other drivers that we're traveling with in the SRT-10 truck.
Andy Savakina is going to be single cab SRT-10 Ram.
That is an actual SRT Viper powered truck, as in he parts them out and puts them all together, but the cab actually was one of those.
This is Andy with the Viper truck.
Yeah, that's me. Day two. We're at Indy here. I got my truck back in the 11s yesterday at 1184. Went, hang on, I'll tell you. 1172 at 115 today, so even quicker. I know it has 50s in it because it's missing a 10th off the 60 foot, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna we want to survive the week. That's what we're after.
I briefly talked about what it actually was or how you have it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I got the story right.
So I parted SRT-10s out, and this was a truck that we had a bunch of parts laying around, and I looked around and I said to our guys in 2020, I think we have enough stuff to build a truck here, let's put a truck together. So we built that truck out of stuff we had laying around the shop.
And the boat.
All right, Jenny is up. Let's see if we can get a better run than we did yesterday.
It is a 2000 BMW 235 with a turbocharged engine. Brandon Tothero driving piloting the boat as the case may be, and the flat black 67 Chevy 2 on the Sox and Martin side. 1577 cracked 100 at 102.35 miles an hour.
Definitely a Johnson.
Yesterday, I think it had a trolling motor on it.
He was definitely being gentle off the line because we don't have another diff that we could swap in like we had to yesterday. We don't want to push our luck. We could go faster. We're going to take it easy. I don't think we'll run it again today. We need to make it another, still 800 miles to finish the event. Blasphemy still has not hit the road yet, so it looks like they got some stuff they got to fix before they can hit the road.
It started with basically taking an old boat, putting it on drift car.
The milk truck unfortunately broke a trans, so they're going to try and get another one so they can continue the event. The Viper is coming up. Will he be able to set the record like he's trying to do? And will the car be able to drive after? Believe it or not, it's harder on these cars to run on the street that are purpose-built to run faster speeds. So sometimes they'll have to like redo the lifters and other things multiple times a day while they're just running in between the drag strips. After you do your run, you go in and you turn in your time slip, and then they give you the instructions and directions so that you can go to the next location. All these cars you see driving out with their trailers have done their runs, they have their time slips, and they went and got instructions. So we're on our way there. We're getting ready to go hit the road to the next checkpoint. BMW. It ran a 15.5 yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a drift car though, so it keeps just wanting to spin the tires the whole time. So we're trying to figure out like the right balance of get it off the line, don't break it. Yeah. We broke a diff on the first day.
No, you don't want to do that.
So we don't have another spare diff. so we got to be gentle with it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna ride the jet ski. We're gonna go over to Nate and Andy, and then we're gonna hit the road. 8-second Civic there, towing trailer. Buckled, we're snacked.
Mostly buckled.
He's still getting buckled. Hitting the road. Instructions. Apparently, Kokomo is a real place. I don't know if this is the Kokomo they were singing about.
A little different than I imagined.
I pictured it being on the water.
Yeah.
Down in Kokomo, Jamaica, you want. Let's have a
day 2. Everybody's getting some ice cream.
Do love ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan, I got you ice cream.
All right, I'm gonna go up here and get ready for the picture in front of the sign. So we got our first checkpoint picture done. On to the next. We're required to take a picture in front of that sign to prove that we were there in order to continue to be valid in the race. Checkpoint 2 of day 2. Here for you guys.
I think they're one close.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Ahoy!
Good.
Photo app down at the end.
Okay.
And enjoy yourself. We got close to our hands on showroom. And we also have refreshments over here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
We are good. We got the picture. Let's check this place out.
Very good, thank you. Would you like a tag?
She said it's free.
There is a lot in here that I want, but I think I would struggle to get it on the plane.
Just to hold the bolts maybe from back up.
Pretty much bought East Coast gear.
Since this is a private road, we are allowed to do trailer burnouts. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So cool. Just let it rip. Lauren, you gonna try it?
I'm gonna.
You're gonna do it? The boat doesn't burn out. Who would have thought a drift boat doesn't burn out?
Maybe another checkpoint later on. We'll do a second gear one.
Everybody inside is looking at it. Gonna ride the jet ski to go park. Thank you. And the Best Western is where we are going to stay for the night. Brandon over here was concerned he didn't book nice hotels, but look at this.
Last year we had hotel fiascos.
Dude, this is a whole ass house. I will see you guys for day 3.